So, to exemplify typical passive aggression, then one evergreen is this one. Yeah, that's your conception, or that's your notion. And I don't want to deprive you of this one. This is at every level so completely wrong. To start with, this you may actually say when discussing things professionally with other professionals. You need to remind yourself that this is her reality. Our job is not depriving her of this. Saying this to the person is not making a connection. On the contrary, you're telling her that this is something that's only true in your mind. I don't want to deprive you of this one. What does this mean? Why don't you? Because either because it's impossible. You can never actually get through to her. It may also be that you do not want to. You want her, you wish her to be a lunatic, an outcast, or you're a liar. Of course you want to deprive her of her conception, while actually still making her even more dependent on it, trapped within it, still making her understand that this is not objective reality. Then what is objective reality? Objective reality is what I tell you is objective reality. You know, objectivity is rather subjective things. And have you heard this one? I hear what you're saying. I hear what you're telling me. This is charming, so polite and gentle and respectful, right? Non-violent, non-aggressive, non-affectionate, or simply passive aggression. You confirm that you have heard what is telling you. For from that, no signs of having heard, no signs of having understood or given it one single thought. No signs whatsoever of any of this. You've heard her, but you do not give a single piece of shit, right? And you do not say something like this for any other reasons than to actually hurt the other one, or suppressing her, keeping her down, make her feel crazy making in a more active sense, because you can actually make her not only feel crazy but start acting crazy. This contradicting signals. This is not only emotional, it's actually very much cognitive. here's this message telling me this, then there's this other message saying something completely different, and on different levels sometimes, not always. But when your subconscious will pick up the signal, this is her actual mood, and this verbal message saying the opposite. Sometimes it's not on different levels in that sense, or in a way, when there is a general rule, subordinate, no, hyper ordinate, which, yeah, it's like thou shalt not kill, and with this general idea about things, you may write specific laws for specific situations and specify whether or not any exceptions may sometimes be made. But if there's a contradiction, like having a law saying that we do not let people starve to death in this country, and this person doesn't get any supplies of anything, and she starts looking for food in containers and things, and she may actually dig up some rotten bananas or something. Then the police comes. Well, you know, we don't allow people to find their nourishment in containers. Yeah, am I supposed to starve to death? No, you won't. We won't allow that, because this is against federal law. Now the situation is that I do actually have nothing to eat. Well, it sounds a bit on the tough side, but nevertheless, you're not allowed to search containers for food. But then how am I supposed to do? Well, I can't answer that for you. You need to take contact with social authorities or whatever. Yeah, I did. But so far, no one has helped me with this. Yeah, sounds a bit hard to believe, because according to Swedish law, you have the right to blah, 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 and so on. This actually is quite a bit contradictory. Isn't that right? This is something that can create actual madness, and this is what I'm trying to explain. It's not emotional, it's cognitive. It's an actual logical contradiction, or at least on a practical level. When praxis contradicts theory or ethics, when moral are contradictive to ethics, one might say. Yeah, it's charming, ain't it?